What if I told you that the most dangerous moment for your heart and blood pressure isn't when you're stressed, isn't when you're climbing stairs, and isn't even when you're exercising? It's the exact moment you get out of bed in the morning. Yes, the first few minutes after waking are when your blood pressure is the most unpredictable, the most unstable, and the most likely to surge in ways your heart absolutely hates. Cardiologists even have a name for it: the morning blood pressure surge, and it's one of the biggest reasons heart attacks and strokes happen more frequently earlier in the day. Now, before we dive into the science, I want you to do something. It might feel a little strange, but trust me, it works. Pause the video right now, go into the comments, and type your age and the first thing you usually do when you wake up. Do you reach for your phone? Do you head straight to the bathroom? Do you drink coffee immediately? Go write it, and then come back and play the video, because what I'm about to reveal in this video will make you look at that morning habit completely differently, and you'll finally understand why it's been quietly stressing your heart the moment you get out of bed. All right, now that you're back, let's talk about something that could genuinely protect your heart, your brain, and your independence. Because in today's video, I'm going to show you a simple pre-shower routine that older adults can use to lower blood pressure, reduce morning dizziness, prevent sudden drops or spikes, and help your cardiovascular system wake up safely. This isn't theory, this isn't hype. This is a combination of several proven physiological techniques, the same types of techniques used in cardiac rehab centers and hypertension clinics. And the best part, it takes 2 to 5 minutes, you can do it right next to your bed, and it prepares your heart for one of the biggest morning challenges, standing under warm water, which is actually much harder on your blood pressure than most people think. So let's go step by step. And as always, everything here is safe, gentle, and backed by real science. You might not feel it happening, but your body goes through massive biological shifts when you wake up. Cortisol spikes, adrenaline rises, your blood vessels tighten. Your heart begins beating harder to push blood from lying down to standing. This is normal, but after 60, this wake-up surge becomes much more extreme. Age reduces the sensitivity of a system called the baroreflex, which controls blood pressure when you change position. Younger people correct a sudden rise or fall within seconds. Older adults can take much longer, meaning your blood pressure can jump high or drop low before your body catches up. This is why people say, I get dizzy when I stand up. My vision goes blurry for a second. My heart jumps when I get out of bed. Those aren't random symptoms. They are your blood vessels struggling to adjust. And here's where the shower comes in. A warm shower widens your blood vessels. Standing in one place sends blood toward your legs. The temperature change alone can throw off your pressure. So if you step into the shower before your cardiovascular system wakes up properly, you make everything harder. Your heart works more, your blood vessels get confused, and you increase your risk of that sudden rush of dizziness or heavy pounding in your chest. This is why doctors recommend one thing over and over: wake the heart gently. Before you shower, before you drink coffee, before you check your phone, you need a 2-minute formula that steadies your heart, hydrates your system, and activates blood flow safely. Let me show you exactly how to do it. The moment you wake up, your body is slightly dehydrated. You haven't had water for 6, 7, sometimes 8 hours. And dehydration thickens the blood, making your heart pump harder to maintain circulation. Now here's the part many seniors don't realize. If you take blood pressure medication, especially diuretics, your hydration drops even faster. So before anything else, drink a small glass of water. Not a big one, about a cup, 200 to 300 milliliters. This small amount does 3 powerful things. 1, it increases your blood volume slightly, which helps stabilize pressure. 2, it supports baroreflex sensitivity, meaning your body reacts more appropriately to standing. 3, it prepares your heart for the temperature shift of a warm shower. Many people notice that morning dizziness completely disappears within a few days of doing this. It sounds too simple, but I promise you, this is one of the most effective heart protective habits you can add to your day. Now that you've hydrated, it's time for the most important part of this entire routine: the breathing reset. And let me make something clear right away. This is not meditation, and it's not some trendy wellness trick. This is a clinically supported technique used in Stanford's neuroscience lab, in Harvard's sleep and cardiology programs, and inside real cardiac rehab centers for people recovering from blood pressure issues and heart rhythm problems. It's called resonant breathing, and it does something remarkable inside your body. It activates the vagus nerve, the nerve that acts like your heart's natural brake pedal. When that nerve turns on, something almost magical happens. Your heart rate slows, your blood pressure steadies, and your nervous system switches out of fight or flight, the mode most seniors wake up in without even realizing it. Here's how to do it. Sit at the edge of your bed or stand with one hand lightly on a dresser. Breathe in through your nose for 4 slow seconds. Then, breathe out through your mouth for 6 seconds, gentle, like you're fogging a mirror. Repeat that for 2 full minutes. Why does this work so powerfully? Because your heart and lungs are connected through a built-in rhythm called cardiorespiratory coupling. Every time you inhale, your heart naturally speeds up. Every time you exhale, it slows down. So when your exhale becomes longer than your inhale, you're giving your heart a steady, calming signal. That longer exhale is like whispering to your heart, calm down, settle, smooth out. And here's something most people don't know. Older adults benefit even more from this technique. As we age, our fight or flight response becomes more sensitive. Hormones like cortisol spike higher in the morning. The nervous system becomes jumpier. And that's exactly why some people wake up with pounding heartbeats, shaky hands, or sudden pressure in the chest. This simple 2-minute breathing pattern helps shut all of that down. Studies show it can lower resting blood pressure within minutes, reduce morning anxiety, and even improve blood flow to the brain. If you do nothing else from this video, do this. 2 minutes. Every morning, you'll feel a shift the first day, and by day 3 or 4, you'll wonder why no doctor ever taught you this sooner. And trust me, once you experience how steady and grounded your body feels after those 2 minutes, you'll start to understand why the next step in this routine works even better. Now let's talk about the part almost every senior overlooks, the legs. And I'm not talking about strength or flexibility. I'm talking about something far more important, circulation. Because the moment you stand up, gravity pulls blood straight down toward your feet. If your calf muscles are sleepy, stiff, or weakened by age, which happens to almost everyone over 60, they can't push that blood upward fast enough. And when that happens, you feel it immediately. That sudden head rush, that wave of dizziness, that moment where your vision gets blurry for a second, that tiny drop in your stomach. It's not random. It's not just age. It's your calves failing to do their morning job. Your calves are sometimes called the second heart because every step you take squeezes the veins in your legs and pumps blood upward toward your chest and brain. If that pump is weak, or if you stand before it wakes up, you get a blood pressure drop or spike that your body struggles to correct. So before you walk to the shower, before you stand fully upright, you need to switch on that pump, and it takes less than 1 minute. Here's the routine. 1. Ankle pumps about 20 seconds. Sit or stand and gently lift your toes up, then point them down. Up and down, like pressing a gas pedal. This motion squeezes the deep veins in your calves, the ones responsible for moving blood upward. It's one of the simplest, most effective ways to prevent that morning head rush. 2. March in place, about 20 seconds. Tiny, easy steps. You don't have to lift your knees high. Just shift your weight gently and let your feet rise a little. What you're doing here is telling your blood vessels, we're awake. Start working, we're about to move. This wakes up the muscles along the entire leg, not just the calves, but the thighs and hips too. 3. Light hand squeezes, 10 to 15 seconds. Hold a towel, a soft ball, or even your own fist, and gently squeeze it. This might sound unrelated, but isometric hand exercises are actually used in blood pressure clinics. They improve vascular tone and help the nervous system regulate pressure more smoothly. This short version isn't a full exercise session, but it primes your nerves, muscles, and circulation for the day. By the time you finish these simple movements, something incredible has already happened inside your body. Your circulation is awake, your muscles are engaged. Your baroflex, the system that stabilizes your blood pressure, is fully online, and your heart no longer has to fight against sleepy, unprepared blood vessels. In other words, you're finally safe to stand, safe to walk, and safe to step into the shower without that sudden dizziness that so many seniors think is normal. It's not normal. And now you know how to prevent it. Now that your heart, lungs, and circulation are fully awake, you're finally ready for the last step, entering the shower in a way that actually protects your blood pressure instead of shocking it. Most people don't realize this, but the shower is one of the most dangerous moments of the morning for seniors. Not because of slipping or temperature, but because the sudden combination of heat, standing, and rushing blood can overwhelm a body that isn't prepared. So here are the rules, and every one of them matters. Rule 1. Do not step into very hot water right away. This is a common mistake. When hot water hits your skin suddenly, your blood vessels open way too fast, causing an immediate drop in pressure. That drop can make you dizzy, unsteady, or even briefly lightheaded. Instead, start with warm water, then increase the heat gradually as your body adjusts. Rule 2. Hold a grab bar if you have one. Showers are the #1 spot where older adults fall, especially in the first few minutes. Your circulation is still settling, your footing is still adjusting, and warm water can mask that slight dizziness you might otherwise notice. A grab bar isn't a sign of weakness, it's insurance. Rule 3. If you ever feel lightheaded, stop immediately. Do not power through it, do not stand still and hope it passes. Sit down if you can, take slow breaths, and cool the water just a little. This helps your blood vessels tighten slightly, bringing your pressure back to normal. Rule 4. Do not lock your knees while standing. Locked knees trap blood in the legs. Slightly bending them keeps circulation moving upward, which protects your heart and brain in those first vulnerable moments. Once you're safely in the shower, take 2 long breaths. Let the warm water relax your muscles gradually, not shock your system all at once. Because when you combine hydration, slow breathing, and leg activation before stepping into the shower, you're basically giving your cardiovascular system a gentle tune-up before the day even starts. It's simple, it's free, and for many older adults, it's one of the most effective morning routines they'll ever practice. Let me break down the physiology so you fully understand why this routine is so powerful. 1. Morning dehydration raises pressure variability. A small glass of water increases blood volume and stabilizes blood pressure regulation. 2. Slow breathing activates the vagus nerve. This reduces the sympathetic fight-or-flight response that spikes pressure. 3. Leg activation improves venous return. Your calves start pumping early, preventing blood from pooling in the legs and causing dizziness. 4. Gradual temperature exposure prevents vessel shock. Warm water widens blood vessels, but if you prepare the cardiovascular system, it adapts smoothly. Combine these 4 mechanisms and you get a morning routine that protects the heart from sudden spikes or drops. And the results show up fast. Most seniors notice improvement within 3 to 7 days. Here's how to turn everything you've learned into a simple, 1-week transformation that thousands of older adults say completely changed how their mornings feel. Day 1 and Day 2, drink your water immediately after waking, before anything else. Do the full 2-minute breathing reset to calm your heart rhythm. Perform the ankle pumps and gentle marching to wake up your circulation. And step into a warm shower, not a hot one, so your blood vessels adjust smoothly. These first 2 days are all about telling your body we are moving slowly, safely, and in control. Day 3 and Day 4, add 30 seconds of slow, gentle standing stretches before you begin the breathing routine. Nothing intense, just easing your spine, shoulders, and hips into movement. And during these 2 days, pay attention to how your body responds. Notice whether you feel less dizzy when you stand, whether your head feels clearer, or whether that morning heaviness starts to fade just a bit. Day 5, Day 6, and Day 7 now follow the entire sequence smoothly. Water, breathing, leg activation, warm shower, with no rushing at all. Slow your entire morning down by 30 to 60 seconds. That tiny pause gives your nervous system time to stabilize, and it prevents the pressure swings that hit so many seniors first thing in the morning. By the end of the week, here's what you'll likely feel. Less dizziness when you stand, fewer morning blood pressure spikes, a calmer, steadier heart rhythm, better balance when you move, a more stable, grounded mood, and noticeably more energy in the first hour of your day. This is what happens when your morning stops being a shock to your heart and becomes a warm, safe, gentle rise into the day. Here's the truth most people never hear. Age does not make you fragile. Habits do. And the morning is the moment when the right habits matter more than anything else. If you wake your body the wrong way, you spend the entire day trying to catch up. But if you wake it gently, intelligently, and consistently, your heart begins to respond within days. Sometimes within hours. So here's your challenge. Tomorrow morning, before you do anything else, drink your water, do the breathing reset, and wake your legs. Just one morning. Just once. Then come back and tell me in the comments how you felt. Your experience might help another senior watching this right now, someone who thinks that morning dizziness or pressure spikes are just age. They're not. They're habits, and habits can be changed starting tomorrow. If this video helped you, tap the like button so more seniors can discover it. Subscribe for daily science-backed health tips. And share this with someone you love, especially if their mornings always feel unsteady. Stay steady, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next one.